All right, let's get to it. It's the Big Pod Swain Session podcast, and we back with episode 4. We got a lot to cover, yo, but before we get into this episode, I need y'all to like, subscribe, comment. Get me in that YouTube algorithm, yo. All right, but enough of the small talk. Let's get right into it, man. Now, first on the menu board today, setting up this recording, I was going over a viral story. Just skimming through, and a Chicago mail carrier woman got exposed for having her kids at work with her. Look, I seen a single mother before. I know what that looked like. This is a clear example of that. I see a lack of resources and a lack of support. This is a matter of simply doing what you gotta do. And I ain't even mention the father. Who knows that situation nowadays? So I'm just saying, give a little grace. Have some empathy. Now, that don't come with not having consequences. Let's be real. Having them kids in that mail truck, very dangerous. Anything could happen. An accident, you hit the brakes hard, they going through mail. So I can understand why her job ended up firing her, yo. Too much of a liability. Now, I crack open the comments. I see overwhelming support. But the person that exposed this situation was bashed. And I'm like, damn, all this weird shit going on with kids, and y'all mad that he exposed that? Kids getting abducted daily, especially in Chicago. I didn't like the camera. That was unnecessary. But let's be real. If I'm walking past and I hear jumping, kicking, screaming inside of the truck, somebody was just curious enough to go see what it is. Now, I did my homework a little bit. They saying that it was the father that did this. And that's wicked. I don't know for sure if it's the father. But if so, why put your kids in that position in order to hurt the mother of your kids? We got to stop letting how we feel about each other affect the kids. You ready your kids go viral across the internet to prove a point, whether she did something to you or not. Your shorties didn't deserve that. All right, next up, we got Herbo versus DJ Academics. Let's get to it. Now, if you don't know, Herbo made a demand. He called out DJ Academics and DJ Vlad, saying that they made money off Chicago Pain. The reason for both of their platforms being where it is. Now, I will say this. Vlad been doing his thing quite a while now. I think he has got a little less to do with Chicago. Academics responding and saying Herbo, a rapper that talks about killing other people in his city, is telling somebody that reports on the crime in his city to donate. Let's get this clear, bro. It's documented that Herbo gave back to the community, whether it's money, his appearance, or organization. I watched that. Academics already addressed this. He said what he needed to say, and he took accountability as well. But I don't think he got to do that shit at this point. What else we got? All right, let's get to the next story. DeAndre Ayton, newly signed Los Angeles Lakers, recently going viral for flying a chick out to Turks and Caicos and then leaving it up because she didn't want to have sex. Let's kick it off right here. Somebody out ain't a contract to have sex. Let's be clear about what we doing before we make those decisions as well. I'm just saying, let's be clear about these things before you pull somebody thousands of miles away from the crib, leave you there. Let's stop accepting trips because you think you got a goofy and you don't really like this person. Let's stop taking free shit when you don't really have interest in nothing that he has going on. Bottom line, yo. I'm just saying, let's stop taking these trips and thinking men aren't expecting sex, bro. Yes, you think he coming out there to kiss and take pictures? Ain't nothing in his life free, bro. Everything come at a cost. All right. Man, what's my focus this week? What's y'all focus this week? Man, I ain't gonna lie, healing. That's what I've been on. If you don't know, yo, take care of your gut. Gut health is important, man. Your body gonna feel it. Your brain gonna feel it. It's gonna be in your thinking. It's gonna be in your moods. It's gonna be in your energy. So, man, clean your body out, man. Take care of your gut. Take care of your system, your organs. Detox a little bit. Flush them toxins out. Heal, bro. The gut is the important piece of the process, and I'll never take it for granted again. Prioritize health. Prioritize healing. Prioritize rest. Prioritize reflection. And if your body giving the red flag, bro, it's important to pay attention to it. But what I learned over time is God is 50-50. You know, you got to put a little work in. You got to walk into the doors. Everything ain't just falling to your lap, man. Sometimes your opportunity is in a conversation you never had or a door you never walked through. Number 3, what am I feeding? I am feeding marriage, money, and mastery. You know, just learning how to be whole in each one of those phases and how to show up consistently in it. It's going to be more ups and downs. There's going to be more challenges. You know, as we get older, people change. Your kids get older. You know, times get harder. Times get easier. It's going to flip-flop. What I'm doing over time is making sure I'm mentally and physically ready for what's to come. I can't see it all, but what I can do is prepare now for it. The most important thing you got in life is your presence. All right, The Shy, season 7. Now look, it's been a story going around saying The Shy falling off. It ain't what it used to be. But truthfully, man, this show done got better over time, bro. It's giving the characters more depth. It's giving more storylines for us to feed into and us to relate. I love the different point of views and showing us, hey, this can exist in our life if we do it a certain way. Man, The Shy got a lot of positive influence, and I ain't really seen a show this close to what's going on in a while, man. They usually fail at this. Let me see what else we got up in here. Okay. All right, next up, let's get to some fan mail, yo. Why is it a woman can be loose, wild, and free, but as soon as I try to slide, they turn into Virgin Mary? No sex, must have multiple dates. Why y'all only have standards with me? I want to see the slut side y'all had before me. Well, I'm going to say this. It says a lot about your character. And as I progress further in life, I would tell you some dumb shit. But when I read these things, yo, I've learned it's better to take your time with shit like this. You got to be careful where you placing this energy at, bro. You know, people don't understand the ties that bring. You got to watch who you sharing that type of chemistry with. So, yeah, shit, take your time. It might be a sign. It might be a red flag. I've been in a relationship for 2 years. She got mad because I asked why she didn't get tested during her physical recently. I get tested routinely, not because I don't trust her, but because it's responsible. I'm shocked a girl is offended by this. Man, this is great to read, bro. We living in a culture where people don't value protecting themselves. Motherfuckers move willy-nilly out here, no condoms, no type of protection, period. And so many things just flying through the air, bro. Hey, man, value your health. Value with what's going on in your body. We got to stop looking at things because you don't see this and that and not care about the doctor or don't go. Man, a lot of us guilty of that. These are things we got to routinely do. What else we got? All right, hot take. The industry is setting up the stage to turn on LeBron James the same way it did Drake. If LeBron tries to lead the Lakers, the powers that be are going to organize the same level of attack against him or more. Man, that's a crazy hot take, bro. But in this world that we living in, I can see that happening. For the last 20-some years, LeBron James has been a great example of a successful black man. Now we hear stories, we hear allegations, we have heard nothing that's been confirmed is true. LeBron James has been the best example in a long time for us, bro. To go this long and not have scandals associated with your name like most star athletes, man, that's a hard ass thing to do. I can see stories coming out trying to expose LeBron, trying to break his character, break his image, bro. This world can be wicked in that way, especially when it comes to black men. I didn't watch so many black men getting put in the public spotlight over some wicked shit. Whether they did it or not, bro. This is a continuing narrative about black men and reaching a certain level of success, man. And it always be for the same fucking cases. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just think you gotta just go another way about it. But who knows, bro? Crazy hot take. What else we got out here? Let me go down my timeline. You got my Bears back on the screen, yo. Training camp underway. As I mentioned last week, what I'm really looking forward to is the offensive line, the battle in the trenches. I'm looking at that left tackle spot. Braxton Jones. Let's wrap him up. Mid-tier performances so far. Filled with injuries. He had a few years to get his shit together, and now we got two young tackles that's ready to go. Both of them ready to step in and take his spot. I'm going with Ozzy Trapillo, and I hope I'm saying his name right. He's going to be the starter, bro. Did you see how big this motherfucker is? Pause. About 6'7", 300 some pounds. He's serious, too. He don't fuck around. He's going to be the starter in September. I can't wait to see it. The Chicago Bears offense should definitely finish top 10 Caleb Williams all-pro season. I'm calling it. Look, WNBA and this money thing, bro. As we all know, the WNBA is in talks and try to increase their salaries, get their bag. And I do think the time that we in right now, that's possible. We shouldn't be saying the WNBA can't get this, the WNBA can't get that. Man, we watching the NBA throw around loads of money, bro. Wads of that shit. So I feel like with a new TV deal or some shit like that, the WNBA definitely can increase salary, bro. Now you got Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. You have actual faces. I'm watching Angel Reese lead the charge. Look, man, pay these women what they weigh, bro, and let's just move forward. The WNBA is failing because women don't watch the sport and they rather go spend money on $1,000 Chris Brown experience. And that's true. Most women don't watch sports, bro. So you ain't gonna see an overwhelming support that way. It has to be something that draws them into the WNBA to make them stay. Some element you bring inside of the experience. But overall, this is what it looked like. Let's be real about that. I think the WNBA gonna get exactly what they need. The players gonna get exactly what they want. Yeah, I'm waiting on this battle right here. Loaded Lux versus New Jersey Twerk in London. Yo, I literally watch battle rap every day. To live and wait for the moments that Loaded Lux battle. New Jersey Twerk, one of the best out, period, man. This is going to be a great fucking battle. If you don't know what's going on, you need to tap into battle rap, searching on YouTube, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. This is going to be a classic battle, man. That Rum, Nitty, and Loaded Lux, that was one for the books, man. I'm waiting to see Loaded get back to it. What else we got? It was a post about Drake. Drake still trapped in a denial phase. His response to Kendrick fallout is all ego. It's theatrical, overproduced, and hollow. No real introspection, just projection. He's not telling stories, he's staging defenses. The portrayal narrative is tired and boring. The guns and ice truck, Pinocchio chasing him. We're watching a man fight ghosts, just refusing to admit the villain was never Kendrick, it was the mirror. Look, I'm gonna put it like this. Drake should walk away from this shit and just make great music. But I also understand his defense. A lot of people keep downplaying what he accused of when we watching multiple men lose everything from accusations. Yeah, I'm on your ass if you saying this shit about me. Drake still Drake. It might crash a little bit, might hurt his ego, but he's still him. He's still pushing out great music, bro. So yes, he should walk away from this. It ain't even necessary no more. Shit, it just was a great battle and a great moment for rap, man. A lot of Drake music sound like Get Back. A lot of Drake music sound like I did a lot for you and you do this to me. Drake is on that. Okay, alright, bet. This the one right here. Chicago public schools are now bankrupt as the city faces a $734 million deficit after paying for illegals and must now lay off 1,400 employees, including 432 teachers and 677 special education classroom assistants. Dog. See, this type of nonsense and behavior contributes to our kids failing. They ain't making it no better. And I spoke on this, man. Y'all taking all these money and letting these people come in here when the people in these inner cities are hurting. The community fucked up. And y'all giving money to people that's not even from here, which leads to situations like this. These kids missing out. They don't even get the same things in life no more. Man, what are they adding to the process of these kids thriving? I don't see anything coming from this mayor. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. All that money y'all just gathered for them illegals, you didn't put it none into the community. For real, idle mind is a devil playground, yo. And situations like this creates more things in the streets. Let me see. All right, man, let's get into this closing statement. Let's get ready and close this out. Man, a lot of things in life, I just look at it like, man, how to do this, or how to bring that into my life, how to make this happen. How can I see this? How can I see that? How can I get this? What I'm learning in life is just about setting the atmosphere for what you want. Is what you asking for comfortable in this environment? Is what you want make sense for what you're doing in life right now? What I learned over time, you get what you're ready for. If you get it too soon, you can crash. You get it right on time, it's gonna flourish. So it ain't really about me rushing anymore. It ain't about me racing. It's really about me putting this over here, putting this right here, putting this up here, putting this down here. And then let life play out. It's attractions, it's frequencies, energy. But my point is, if you set your environment up for something that you're looking for, it usually find its way towards you. God set the atmosphere first, and then he started creating. And think about that. We go back to the Bible again. It tells you about how to manifest, how to create, and what it look like and how to do it. It's a process to it. Set the atmosphere, create the room, and I'm learning to watch it flow. But it's the Big Pod Swain Session podcast, and we out, yo.